It's a bit amazing what just a little bit of training can do, and I have to say this episode actually felt a little bit better than some episodes have been feeling for a little while. But it's the Fire Force episode 18, and in this one it's more of a training, preparing for everything else. After last week's humiliating defeat, 8th Brigade have gathered their allies from the many different districts and began to talk about what they are supposed to do next. They're all agreeing that they need to find the evangelist, and the 8th Brigade plans to attack them. Lich knows of a way to find it using plants and, well, evidence left from the scene. But Joker warns them all warns Lich that that's not enough. The angry enemy fan, although I'm not so really sure that will be happening so much longer, still not sure I can review here with these reviews of this episode. So then talking about it, Obi Captain agreeing that the rookies requires some amount of experience, because although they do have skill, he believes that they are not really in the best what is that word? Combat ability. So Conro, the representative of I want to say the 7th Brigade, suggests that they should train him. Although, of course, Benimaru is a little bit reluctant to that. He indeed does it after all, and that shows that he's not only a very powerful firefighter, the other ones still earlier arc also showed that he's an amazing martial artist, but this really shows that he can really take care of all of them immediately, quickly. He spars against Arthur constantly, while Shinra after a while has to learn to compress his flames, especially when Lich gives him advice on that. At first he fails, but after many long trying, as well as Benimaru introducing many different hand signs that represents different things, suddenly Shinra realizes he can condense his flames using a special kind of key, so to speak. So he does that, and finally manages to launch himself into air in extreme high speed. As the training goes on, even Maki is doing some sort of training, although more like modifying. Now that Vulcan is part of the 8th Brigade, he is indeed upgrading every single thing in the brigade, and he is upgrading it immensely fast. One of them is giving Maki a new armament. Special armored things that Maki call the Pulsomera Witch Combo, although of course Vulcan just calls it Tekyo. That is placing the Pusu and Mera into some armored, like, well, not really gauntlets, but pillars, so to speak. By then using the Mera and Pusu firepower, they can float in air, allowing Maki to attack in more close-on combat, not just with her martial arts, but with this. Also, the Sista and Tamaki are, well, Tamaki seems to intend to graduate from a sister status. As the training goes on, Shinra does indeed become a little bit stronger, and now he decides that he will defeat Sho. The question is if he can, especially since the Joker mentions that Sho is somehow connected to the Evangelist with another link. That's basically this episode. It's a little bit better episode than some others have one. A little bit more pacing, nice animation, although there is one scene when the group is talking and the allies do not have eyes in that animation. It is meant to say that they're out of view, so it's not exactly meant that they have eyes in that scene, but it still looks a little ugly. And the training schedule, although not exactly one of the best here, it really brings forth the fact that now they are getting a little bit stronger. And also some comedic moments with rock and roll, as Obi is revealed to like rock, although apparently rock doesn't exist in this world anymore. So yeah, I prefer this episode over some others in a while. But you can give me your thoughts if you have any.